Has your energy been kind of off lately? Like you just been in a weird mood. And every day you want to get that task done, but then somehow the day goes by and it's not getting done. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, well, it's kind of late, so I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow comes and then you'll say it again, I'll do it tomorrow. And then the next day and the next day comes. And I know exactly how you feel. Our energy can just get off track sometimes, and it's normal. We're human and we all have our ups and downs. But I'm going to share with you very simple techniques that no one is talking about, that, trust me, by the end of this video you're going to be feeling more energetically aligned, more, have a more conscious flow, back on track, more motivated, so you can get to your goals and get to your desires. Did you know that we have about 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day? And out of those thoughts, 80% are negative and 90% are repetitive. That means we're thinking these negative, repetitive, subconscious thoughts on a continuous basis throughout the day. And we're thinking about them going unchecked because they're subconscious thoughts going unchecked. And the problem with that is we are accepting them to be true, which they are completely not. And we are what we think about. And what we are, that's what we're going to attract to our life. And what we are thinking about, also those negative thoughts, is going to hinder our progression of achieving our goals. That's why it's so important to know those numbers. Also, when we start our overthinking, it becomes a cycle. And it causes overanalysis, and that causes paralysis. So we're thinking so much, it hinders you from doing anything. And these thoughts sometimes can be the worst case scenarios, like, oh, I'm not good enough to do that business, or I can't do that business because my friend is doing that, or maybe too many people are doing that, so I can't, or I'm not qualified to do that, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm too ugly today, so I can't do this today. Oh, my hair doesn't look right, or look at my face, look at my nose, or I'm looking too fat, so I'm not going to do that. When we get in a pattern of overthinking, what that does is that those negative thoughts actually are tied to emotions, that we're not enough, that we're not worthy. And those emotions, is very important to know this. Those emotions are going to lead to emotions to making us feel more stressed. So we're going to be feeling shame, guilt, and anger. And that is at the bottom of the emotional vibrational chart. If you haven't seen this chart before, it's very important. It's the emotional vibrational chart, and it actually is a scale which has been researched of how our emotional states are from a spectrum of love, peace, and enlightenment. And on the bottom of the scale, where you'll see that these emotions that we think are the lower emotions that can cause shame, guilt, and anger. So when you're at this lower emotional state of mind, our body will actually release a hormone when we are in this stressful state, and that is called our cortisol hormone. And when we release that hormone, if we stay in this state for a long period of time, it becomes a mood. So when we're in this lower state, lower vibrational state mood for a long period of time, it has been researched that you can actually cause yourself to become ill. So that's why it's very important to know that being in this emotional state and choosing not to do anything to get yourself out of that state can actually make you feel even worse over time. And our subconscious mind controls about 95 to 98% of our day-to-day life. And that's important to know, because what we think subconsciously about ourselves becomes our belief system. And what our beliefs are equals to what our self-identity of ourselves are. So when our belief system and our self-identity about how we feel about ourselves is filled with so much negative thoughts, it's really going to hinder our progression. And it's so important to know this, because we need to reach our goals. When we reach our goals, that's when we can be financially free and we get free from this matrix. Step number 1 is going to be self-awareness. I want you to write down that word, self-awareness. There's a self-awareness technique that I'm going to share that you can use whenever you're having a negative thought. So all you have to do is choose a word, a set of words that you'll think when you're having a negative thought. This can be, for me, what I say is, no, I am greater. Or you can say, no, that is a lie. So either one, no, I am greater. You're thinking something negative. I have no friends. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Why is this happening to me in my life? I'm too old. I should already be having a car. I should already be having a house. I should already be married. I don't like my life. Any negative thought that comes into mind, say, no, I am greater. So you're going to have a folder now that's going to be labeled self-limiting beliefs. And all the thoughts which pop up, we're going to stop it and catch it with our action word. We're going to put those thoughts like, no, that's going in the self-limiting beliefs folder. So we're just going to be capable of categorizing our mind. And when it's out of sight in that folder, it's out of mind. So we don't have those thoughts negatively affecting us. That's why it's so important to disassociate ourselves from our thoughts and making sure that we are looking at our thoughts as we are in third person. So we are not our thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. So once you look at it in that perspective, in third person, that you're the observer of your thoughts, you'll be capable of being more self-aware when you're going through this overthinking negative cycle of thoughts. Along with those action words, another mental exercise. This is the highest mental exercise actually ever invented, that has been used for thousands and thousands of years. It's an ancient mental practice, which I call a mental exercise, and our ancestors have done it for thousands of years, and it's meditation. I'm sure that a lot of people are getting hip to meditation right now and how it has so much tremendous benefits. The more you practice this mental exercise daily, that's going to help reprogram our subconscious mind. And then over time, while we're using the meditation, over time we'll be more self-aware. And when we're capable of making more room in our mind for positive thoughts, that's going to bring us more creativity and also more positivity in our life. And that's going to get us in a higher, more empowered mood. And we're going to be wanting to work on our goals and working on our desires and be more motivated at the end of the day. And also, the times of meditation is also very important. Research has shown when we are in a theta brain wave frequency, when you first wake up, that's when you're in that state of mind. That's the best time to meditate. And when you are about to go to sleep, it's best to, around those times, to use meditations which are guided, or affirmations, because we want to say affirmations that's going to empower us. So there's guided meditations out there that you can use, and I'm going to share with you in the future very specific meditations that you can use to implement in your life. But just try these methods that I've showed you in just 3 days, and I promise you, you're going to see a profound difference in your life. Also, when you're not meditating, it's very important to continuously tell yourself affirmations. Speak positive of yourself. Bless your life with positive words. Say, I am successful, I am capable, I am enough, I am worthy. So the more that you're speaking blessings, empower yourself. The more you're talking good about yourself, you're going to reprogram your subconscious mind. So we have 2 more steps. Like I said, these are very simple steps that you can implement to get back on track. Because now that we're self-aware, we need to also be self-aware of our actions. What are we doing throughout the day? And what are our distractions throughout our day? So this is a time to really take a deep look into our distractions. What are we distracting ourselves during the day that is preventing us to reach our goal? How much time are we really spending on our phone? Let's look at these distractions. This could be social media, smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, alcohol, Netflix, porno, overeating, toxic friends, toxic boyfriend or girlfriend. When we're looking at these things, especially, let's pick one, alcohol, weed. When you do those things, you do 1 time, 2 times, you can actually spiral out of control. For me, that's why I stopped drinking like a year ago, because I know that to take me to that next level in life, I don't need any distractions, even on the weekend, because right now it's very vital that we use our weekends. After working an 8-hour schedule during the week, we need to put in 8 hours of hard work, 8 hours of concentration on our own life. We spend 8 hours working for somebody else. We need to put in that work for ourselves. And to get to your highest version, to get to your best version, you're going to have self-regulation on these distractions. How important is it for you to get to those goals? And how long have you been putting off those goals? Because those distractions are what is limiting you from getting you to your best version. Let's look at social media as well too, because social media is overstimulating our minds. We're not supposed to, there's studies out there, we're not supposed to be highly stimulated by so many variety of topics when you're scrolling. All those thoughts, when you're looking at all those things on your news feed, it gets you to an endless loop. And you're also comparing yourself to other people that you don't even know, people that are not even thinking about you. If you think about it, they don't even know you. Netflix, especially, you're watching your favorite Netflix episode. What happens? The next episode comes on, and what happens again? It says, do you want to keep watching the next episode? The last episode just hook you in there, and then you're just like, oh my god, I gotta see what's gonna happen next.
1 hour later.
But damn, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. You're tired, but you still want to click okay. Damn, I gotta see what happens next. Then you binge watch the whole thing. Distraction. Tired in the morning and can't even wake up in the morning to get your workout in, to stay focused. And guess what? Then you go to that miserable job that you don't want to be at all day, and you can't even do anything for yourself throughout the week. So what happens is we are actually chasing a emotional hormone release that occurs in our body, and it's called dopamine. Dopamine is a hormone that releases a sense of pleasure, a sense of reward. So when we are using these distractions, it's indirectly like a comfort blanket, because what change is, change requires hard work, and we are uncomfortable, we're unfamiliar with change. So when we have to change and actually do things that is going to cause us to change in our life, to see improvement in our life, it's so hard that sometimes we become our own victims and we self-sabotage ourselves. So that self-sabotaging of ourselves is because we want to go back to something that's like comfortable. And so that's why throughout your day, something comes up. Instead of you know you have something to do, but then you're looking at your phone, scrolling on social media, that overstimulation is feeding the dopamine release. You chasing more dopamine from drinking, from different other bad habits. And when we're feeding negative dopamine bad habits, it's never enough. It's like the dopamine, just like when you're using a substance, it's never the same level the next time you do it. That means it becomes abuse. So we're chasing higher levels of dopamine levels every time we're doing these distractions that are turning to bad habits. And what do those bad habits turn into over time? They turn into unhealthy addictions. So that's why you have to be very self-aware of how you're utilizing your time throughout the day and how these bad distractions are actually preventing us from reaching our goals and taking action. So we really need to have self-control. We need to have self-discipline, self-regulation. Start looking at the time that you're putting into these distractions and cut them out of your life. That you need to utilize your weekends. Your weekends are so important right now in the time of your life. And I wish I told this to my younger self, and that's why I'm telling you that it's so important. The second simple step that you're going to implement, I want you to write this down. It's called the law of inspired action, which means that when you're taking more inspired action of things that you desire, that you want to passionately do, that your heart is fully into, this is things that are working towards your dream life, things that are going to get you closer to that business of yours, get you closer to financial freedom. And because this is a universal law, a law is constant, it's promised, and it's always going to work in your favor. As this is a universal law, it will never fail you. All you have to do is take action. And a simple way to start taking action is start small. So I want you to just aim to do 1 to 3 things a day on your to-do list. So these are goals that's going to take you to financial freedom. If you don't know what your dream business is or your life purpose is, your life purpose has something to do with what you are passionate about. So just look at something that you naturally are good at, something you like to do that also can help others in some way. And if you don't know what your life purpose is, that person that you see out there, maybe there's somebody on social media that really inspires you, is because it's not by coincidence. God put certain people and certain things in your life to make you connected to, and that is what you're born with. We are born with natural things we are attracted to that we personally like. So if you're someone who's still looking for your purpose, don't know what type of business you're doing, maybe look around to the type of people who are inspiring you in your life and see if maybe you can do some of the things that they're doing. And it only going to take you starting small. So just start small and just work on 1 to 3 things a day. That's going to get you closer to the desired end goal. And what is the desired end goal? Living in your life purpose, living in financial freedom, and living your best life. If you really want to get to that 1%, or really even just want to level up, it's going to take you putting in hours. It's going to take you putting in hard work day in and day out. And it's not going to be easy. I'm not one of these people out here that's going to tell you, oh, it's going to be easy, manifest from your mind and it's going to just magically appear. No. Law of attraction works, but law of attraction works with radical action. You have to do some type of action to see your results. We live in a real world. So you have to work hard for your spot in this world so you can level up. And trust me, it's a law. It's promised. It's going to work in your favor. All you have to do is put in that action and trust me, you will get there. And if nobody told you today, I believe in you. You can do it. Just put in the action and stop the distractions. You got this. You really got this. And I know that if you implement this in just 3 days, it will make a profound difference in your lifestyle. And that brings us to the third and very important final step. Very simple that you will implement, and trust me, you're going to get back on track, more energetically aligned, and more motivated to reach your goals. And I want you to write this down. The third step to implement is consistency. Yes, consistency. Now, consistency with what we discussed. Number one, consistency with being self-aware. Being self-aware with our thoughts and being self-aware with our mental exercise. What's our mental exercise? Mental exercise is meditation. Mental exercise is awareness. Mental exercise is having gratitude. Mental exercise is positive affirmations. We have to practice being mentally strong, and these are things that's going to help us be mentally strong. So our action, thoughts, and how we feel creates our reality. So it's so important to implement the mental exercise on a daily basis. You have to be meditating on a daily basis. And at those 2 times that I stated, when you are about to wake up and when you're going to go to sleep, when your brain is in theta frequency wavelength. And having that guided affirmations is so important in that frequency of music. Implementing and practicing those mental exercises and practicing gratitude. When you're grateful for things in your life, it makes room for you to get even blessed more. God sees that, the universe sees that, and you make room for yourself to get blessed more. But if you're always focusing on bad, that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract a rainy cloud, a bad cloud hovering over you. And you don't want to attract bad people into your life. You don't want to attract bad experiences of your life. You don't want to think about what happened in the past to that sadden you. Sometimes we have to let go and accept what's happened in our past so we can make room for the blessings in our future. So you want to make sure we're practicing gratitude, we're meditating and being self-aware. So that's number one, with consistency with our mental exercise. So right, consistency with our mental exercise. Number two, consistency with our action. We have to stay consistent with our actions. And one way that we can stay consistent with our actions, I want you to make a folder in your smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, a physical folder. You're going to be putting pictures of the luxury house you want, the luxury car you want, pictures of your mom, your dad, your grandma, your aunties, your uncle, anything that's going to inspire you of that dream career, that dream business, of what you want to sell. So pretty much you're going to put your vision board in a folder of pictures in your phone. Label it. Now every time that you think you're losing focus, you're going to look in that folder. That's going to re-inspire you and say, you know what? I really need to put in that work for my dream life. I really want that car. I really want to level up with for my mom. I want to buy my mom 2 or 3 houses. I want to buy myself 2 or 3 houses. I want to be on a yacht. I want to travel the world. I want to be financially free. I want to quit that miserable ass job. I don't want to smell my dirty boss's breath no more. You want to be financially free, living your best life, attracting the desires you want in the way that you're going to be manifesting 10 times more faster. Using law of attraction in our favor is being capable of implementing just those 3 simple steps that we discussed today. And there's other habits that you can implement to help change your life and for you to manifest even faster. A very important one is your diet, because what you eat can affect your emotional mood as well. Try eating plant-based more throughout your week and see how elevated the levels of your energy and mood will be. I have made a video of 10 daily habits. So if you want some more daily habits that you can implement into your life, you can watch that video after this, and also it will definitely drastically change your life as well. And like I said, I'm really proud of you. If no one has said that to you today, you deserve to live your best life. And I'm just here to help you along your journey to realize how much infinite power you have within yourself to manifest your dream life, your desires, your best life. You are more than capable of doing so. You are limitless. You are unstoppable. And I just want you to know that if no one has told you that today. And remember, whatever your conscious mind assumes and believes to be true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring it into your reality. So believe in good fortune. Believe in inspired action. Believe that good things are coming into your life. Believe in positivity. Believe in abundance. Believe in prosperity. Believe that your desires want you more than you want them. Believe that you are on the path to success. And thank you for watching. And I want you to write down in the comments below at least one thing that I told you to write down. I'm sending you a lot of divine blessings, peace, and love. And remember, you got this.